Yeah. So until Friday, we saw what are the different components of Tosca that will be installed, what are the different folders that will be created in our machine, and also we saw what are the different how to create requirements and how to use this requirement section and all. So from today onwards, we will start the actual automation classes. Okay, all these are part of Tosca training only, but these are somewhat good to know things. But from here, it will be like purely automation classes. Okay, so for the today's class, we will be working on the modules section that is available here. Okay, if you want to open this new window, either you can right click on the module and open it in the new window, or else you can go to the home button and in the section option, you can select the module and immediately a new window will be open and you can dog the same here. Okay, so you can open your modules section. So what is modules? When do we use them? What it is all about? This section, if you cannot still yet pronounce the terminology and all, you can say it as orange section also. Modules is always denoted in orange color. And coming to modules, for every automation, we have to identify the element. That means we have to tell the tool where that particular element is, what are the different properties of that element and all. So in order to identify an element, what are the different techniques we use or how do we identify? Everything is always done in the module section only. So let us start working on it. In order to work on it, first let us create our folder here. Right click on the modules and immediately you will see the first folder option. Create folder. The shortcut is Ctrl N, Ctrl N. You can either press on this or else if you click on the module, you will have a modules menu. So click on this and here also you directly have a create folder option. If you click on this also, a new folder will be created. I am naming this particular folder as demo web shop because this is the application that we are going to use for our entire training purpose. And this application is developed by Tricentis team only. So that is the reason why we can cover almost all the scenarios that we have from the real-time perspective. Okay. So the URL of this application has been given to you in the important URL link, or else you can just say demo web shop Tricentis in Google, automatically you will get this. Okay. So now this is the folder that I have created. Now I need to scan something. Okay, first suppose let us take a simple scenario where I want to click on the button that is available here. That is register button. So how can I tell Tosca go and click on that button? First I need to show Tosca go to this button and click and then I should say what it needs to do, right? So the first phase is completed in the module section. So in order to scan anything that is present, okay, all you need to do is right click and then you will get an option that is scan. We will not create any modules. We will just scan. Tosca will create modules for us. Okay. Here you will have an option to create also, but we are not going to create. Always we will scan. Okay. When you say scan an application, immediately an XScan window will open up. Okay. And this XScan window will list out all the applications that are open on your computer. See, Google Chrome, Zoom, my inbox, mail inbox, okay, my desktop. So all the applications, whatever I have, it will list out all this. Okay. Among this, we can select the one which we want. That is Demo Web Shop Google Chrome one. Okay. Either double click or else click and then click on scan. Okay. So when you click on that when you immediately click on the scan button, initially you are another XScan window open in this way. Okay, in the exact way that I am showing you. So here, please click on the advanced button and then you will land up in this screen. Okay, so this is all that I want to show you for now. We will again come again. Okay, I am closing this window. Now let us discuss more about the XScan window. Okay, so right click scan application is what we saw now. Okay, so these are the different applications that are present in my computer. And now here if you see, if you right click on the any application that is available, accordingly you will see 3 to 4 options or depending upon that. Okay. If you see here it says HTML, UIA, NEUI and the last one is blacklist application. For now just keep that blacklist aside. Okay. We will talk about it at the end. HTML, UIA and NEUI. These are the options. Similarly, if I right click on my Zoom meeting controls application, it is UIA and NEUI. Okay, this is my Zoom desktop application. So say UIA and NEUI. Okay, this is my Outlook application. Say UIA, NEUI. And this is my desktop application. Only NEUI. So, depending upon the application that is listed out here, if you right click, that particular menu options are changing. Did you notice that? So, what is happening is, depending upon the application that you want to scan, the particular list of engines is what is changing. This is the list of engines we can say. Okay, HTML engine, UIA engine, or any UI. Okay, similarly here you can use either HTML or any UI. So this is nothing but whenever we are right clicking on the scan button, immediately it is listing out the applications and the respective engines which work on that particular application. This means I can work on this application either using HTML engine or using UIA engine or any UIA engine. Okay. So depending upon the application and depending upon the technology that I select, I can work on any of them. Okay. So this is the main difference. Now let us see what is the difference. Why do we have different types of engines and how do we use them? First, let us try to scan something using HTML and then compare it with UIA and then compare it with any UI. Okay. So right now I will right click and ensure I check this HTML. Okay. The HTML has been selected. Okay. And now I will just say scan. Okay. And now just drag it aside and just say select on screen and click on this. See here, I can select individual controls, right? Register, shopping cart, login, wish list, subscribe, all individual controls can be selected. Okay, now just say select on screen again so that you will come out of that select on screen view and I'm just closing this. Okay, I'll just say no. Okay, I closed it. But what I can understand is through HTML engine, I am able to select all controls individually. Now let us try to scan the same using UIA engine. So again, right click on your folder, scan, application. This is the application I want to scan, demo web shop. So right click and here I have another one that is UIA engine. So this time select that UIA. Okay. And right click, see UIA has been selected And now just say select on screen here again. Actually, mm, say select on screen. Whenever I am saying select on screen, it is automatically scrolling down. See, add to cart, add to cart, but I want to scroll up. Okay, and see here, hold on, I'll say select on screen. I scrolled up, I want to identify these controls. So, say select on screen. No, again it is taking me to the down only. And here if you observe, okay, see, here if you observe, can I select these controls individually? See, can I select this sitemap, shopping and returns, privacy notice individually? No, right? Automatically, when I am scrolling, see here, it is taking this whole page. It is selecting the whole page. It is not allowing me to identify the controls individually. Okay, see if I click on them, see the whole page has been selected. I am not able to identify the controls individually. So this is all about the UIA engine. I am not able to identify my top controls, whatever are present in the top of the web page, because it is automatically scrolling down. The second issue which we faced now is we are not able to identify the controls individually. Okay. Any questions? Any doubts still here? Yeah, what is the difference between HTML and UIA? Actually, these are the different technologies which are supported during the scanning. Okay, like for suppose .NET based, you are working on some .NET based application, then you will have an extra option when you right click, that is HTML, .NET, UIA, and any UI. Depending upon the application, this list will come out. What is the main purpose of this is some technologies will support some applications, some technologies will not support some applications. And if you are using the proper technology, only then you can identify your elements properly. Sometimes we may face issues. Right now you saw, right? If we are using UIA, we are not able to identify the individual elements. So then we may say like this particular technology is not supporting my particular application. Okay. Then accordingly you should choose the other one. Why I am stressing on this point is usually the first preference we all will give in real time is to HTML for web-based applications. All web-based applications are developed on HTML pages only, right? So when we are using HTML, then automatically everything will be working fine. Okay, and sometimes when you are using desktop applications, they will not have HTML technology because they are not HTML pages. So then you may see an option .NET, .NET engine or something. Okay, so then you have to use that appropriate option instead of HTML. Okay, so if these both are not working, if you are still facing issue, either you can go to UIA. If UIA is also not working, it is behaving differently, then you can go to any UI. Okay, yeah, am I clear? So now we saw the difference in this UIA engine. Now let us move on to the NUI. I'm just closing this. I'll say no, don't save and just close because we are still exploring. Now let us scan using NUI. Right click, scan, application, I'll refresh. I'll refresh. See now, whenever we make any changes, I just scroll it to the up, right? So when I say refresh, automatically it will refresh and come up to the screens whatever we want. Okay. Now right click on a Google Chrome demo web shop application and then select NUI technology. Okay. And just click on this. This is the one we want. See NUI has been selected and now say scan. Let us see how it is going to scan. See, it is taking lot of time to load also. Let us wait and see. And one more important thing, whenever you are working on XScan window, you cannot work anything in the Tosca commander. See, right now XScan window is still loading for me, right? But still I came to the Tosca commander option and see here what does it say? Waiting for scan result and I cannot click or I cannot move or I cannot do anything here basically. Everything will be disabled. Okay. Once I close the XScan window, only then I can again work on this. And my XScan window is not coming up. This is very slow. Okay, finally it came. Okay, this is the XScan window of any UI technology. I'll just say select on screen. Again, just try to identify the buttons individually. Okay, see, it says label, but actually I want to click on this register, right? So last time whenever I am using the HTML, if you remember, see, I cannot identify them as individual links if you observe. Shopping is different, cart is different, and the ending brace is different. Login also, if we have space here, log is one, in is one. Okay, and even simple computer, simple computer. Okay, so this is how the any UI is. Usually, any UI most of the times uses identified by image technique. Okay, we will discuss about this in the later class, like tomorrow. What are the different identification techniques and all. But just remember that it uses identify by image, and every time we are getting a image sort of an icon here. Just see that and observe. Okay, again we will discuss all this tomorrow. So this is all about the UI technology. Right now, if you can judge which is the best one that I can use on this demo web shop page, HTML we saw, UIA we saw, and NUI also we saw. So amongst these three, which one do you think works best, or which one do you think it is good? HTML. Right, perfect. So HTML is the one which is supporting all the individual controls and which is working in the way that we want, right? So this is how you decide the engine that you want to work upon. Okay. And now I'm closing this. Now all that we know is first we have to click on the select the folder that we want to work on, right click on the folder, say scan, and then say application, and then among the list of applications, right click and again choose the technology we want. Okay, so what is happening here if you observe one more thing? Here when I am saying select application, I'm loading all the details of the applications that are present in my computer. Though I use it or I don't use it. For suppose if I am working strictly on web pages, that means all web pages are supported by the technology HTML only, right? So why should I load all these Zoom desktop applications which are not even having HTML as their technology? It is waste only, right? In order to load all this, Tosca is going to consume some time. So I'm wasting my time here. So in order to do that, the other option that is available is if you do a shift and right click, hold the shift button and then click the right click button. Okay. And then if you go to scan this time, see here the number of options that are listed out have increased. We have HTML, SAP, Java, .NET, UIA, all these technology options also here. So instead of saying scan application, you can say scan HTML. Now what will happen is it will list out all the applications which are supported by the HTML technology. See, right now I have only one demo webshop Chrome application which supports that. For suppose if I have some other also in the Internet Explorer, okay, I opened some page in the Internet Explorer. So now I will just say refresh. Even Internet Explorer, the home page is a HTML one, right? So see now this is the MSN India Internet Explorer homepage and this is the Google Chrome demo webshop application. So depending upon the number of HTML pages you have, the list will be sorted over here. And among this, now it is quick for me. Instead of loading all the applications that are open in my computer, I just loaded only the two HTML web pages that are open. So among these two, I will select one and I will go. But if you are strictly specifying the engine, now I will not get an option to change it because I strictly said I want to see only HTML related stuff. So I will not get an option to change it again. If I want to change it and if I want to play around, only option is say select application, scan application. If you are saying scan HTML, then you are done. You will have only HTML as your option. The same way with QIA, .NET and all also. Okay. Any questions? Any doubts till this point? Okay. I think you don't have any questions. That's good. Okay. Now, the next option that we have here is blacklist application. Blacklist application is nothing but we usually block some numbers and all, right? Even in our mobile phones and all, such as the spam numbers or unnecessary calls and all. In the same way, you can blacklist any applications you want. Usually, we will not use it at all, but if required, you can do that. Okay, this is nothing but the blocking. When you say blacklist, that application will not be listed again. Okay, so for that, all you need to do is right click and say blacklist. So now, again, whenever this MSN India is open, it will be not listed. I closed my XScan window. Now I am doing shift right click scan HTML and see now though my MSN India is open, I will not get it here. See, refresh, but still I will not get it. Okay, let us see from the scan application options also. Again, I am doing normal right click scan application, and even here, if you observe, see meeting controls, web shop, Zoom, inbox, and my desktop. That's all. I'll refresh also, but still the same thing. See, because we blacklisted that particular application. Okay, when you say blacklist, it will never ever come up again. What if you clicked on it accidentally? What if you want to come out, remove that from the blacklist? Then you should go to project. I said we are not going to touch this. But if you accidentally blacklist any application, then this is the only solution. Go to settings here, and I think it is in the T box, engine, or one second, let me see. Okay, and might be in X browser. No, it will, one second. I just see the path exactly. T box recorded. Okay, so we are in T box, and here is the recorder option. So yes, see, it says blacklisted processes. I explore. So Internet Explorer. So just remove this and say click on this and close it. That's all. And now come back to your Tosca, and now again do a shift right click scan application, and this time it will list because we removed it from the blacklisted process. You know, Amazon India has come up. Similarly, if I do a shift right click scan HTML, both Amazon India and demo webshop should come up. I am just refreshing this. See, both Amazon and demo webshop have listed. Okay, so this is all about blacklist application. Any other questions? Any doubts till this point? No? Are we good?
No.
Thank you. So now let us see what we actually do here. Okay, let us try to learn some more things about the XScan window also. These are select application options that you are getting, right? Even this is the XScan window, and after this we will select our controls and all in the application. Even that window also we call it XScan window only. All these are the same. Okay, and one more important thing, whenever you are trying to scan anything, usually the very first time, okay, after completing this class, please open this demo web shop or some other website on your computer in the Chrome application and try to scan it. So for the very first time, it will ask you to install an extension, because extension is mandatory not only in Chrome but also in Edge and Firefox and all also. Okay, Internet Explorer is the browser which does not need any extension, but remaining browsers need extension to be installed. So when you are scanning, then it will ask you, and if you click on that add extension button over there, it will immediately take you to the particular page, web page. You cannot search for the Tosca extension from the Chrome store. Please don't try to do that. Directly use the add extension and it will only navigate you to the proper extension page and there you can install it. It will be somewhat like this. See, Tosca automation extension. Okay, I just see here. So this is the one extension that you need. Okay. And that is for the very first time. Okay, so now I just want to select this application that I want to work. Sometimes what will happen is Chrome applications may not be listed out immediately. Then you may have to bring them into the foreground. So how do you bring up your application to the foreground is click on Chrome, okay, and then click on Xscan again. Though these are open here, click on Chrome again and click on Xscan and just refresh it. That means then it will be brought to the foreground. Okay. So this is also one. Sometimes they may not be listed. Then all you have to do is click on Chrome and click on Xscan. This is one of the issue which we face every day. Okay. And now just select the application. Either double click or here or else click on the scan button. So usually, as I said you, the very first time whenever you are opening this scan, it will be in this screen. Okay. Actually, there are three different views here. One is advanced view, they call it. One is basic and the other one is condensed view. This is nothing but what is the size of your scan window should be. If I am saying now, right now, I am in the basic view. Okay. And this is the size. If I am in advanced, this is the size of my Xscan window. Similarly, if I am in condensed view, see the size of my Xscan window is somewhere here. Okay. So these are the different ways of views. Okay. But still the ultimate goal is to scan the controls that we want. Okay. And now, if you see here, you can either scan the controls, okay? You can either select the required controls from the list that is available here. Here there is a huge list, okay? If you are not satisfied with this number of controls, you can drag this bar to your right. So, see, this list goes on. What is this is? It basically is the DOM structure of the web page. We all know what is DOM structure, right? DOM structure is nothing but which tells us which control is placed in which position and what are the properties of that control and all. So if you pull it to the extreme right, that is entire right, the entire DOM structure will be loaded. All controls which are visible and invisible controls, everything will be loaded. Okay. So usually the best practice is to keep it to the left, almost the completely left. Okay. So what will happen is here, if you keep it in this way, it will list out all the controls which are selected by us so that they can be moved to the module. Now let us try to scan some buttons. I want to scan all these four buttons. Okay. Register, login, shopping cart and wish list. So how do I do it? First, let us try to explore the advanced view. Then we will see the basic and condensed views. Okay. So this is my advanced view window. I'm dragging it aside so I can see my controls clearly. Now all I say is select on screen and don't move your cursor, let it load. Whenever we are doing this select on screen, usually it will load, okay, 1 or 2 minutes, okay. And now move your cursor till the register. See here, when I move in the tooltip also, I can see the same name, see register with a link button beside it, right? So that means I identified my control. Just click on it. So see here it came up. The next one that I want to see is login. See login. Click shopping cart. No. Yeah, I got shopping cart. See, if I am moving my cursor somewhat above or below, I'm getting a different control, that is div with a square box. But I need shopping cart. So when I move somewhat near to that, see, shopping cart, wish list, search button. Okay, this search area. Similarly, newsletter email area, subscribe button. Okay, there are some radio buttons here. See, number one, number two. Okay, and this is four, and this is number three, and some vote button. Okay, so there are so many. I just randomly selected some of them. Okay, so once you are done with your selection of buttons, click on this select on screen again, so that you will come out of that select on screen mode. Okay, so this is all how we will identify our control. So once we identified our control, the next thing is we will press on the finish screen here. Okay, and close this XScan window. So now if you come back to Tosca, see, automatically a module has been created. This orange color icon, we call it as module, and the list that is present here. These are the buttons we selected right now. Okay, so all these are called as attributes. This one we call it as module, and all of these we call them as attributes. Any questions, any doubts till this point?
No.
Thank you. Okay. So I think all of you are understanding whatever I am discussing. If not, you can just stop me here, or else you can reach out to me after this class as well. Okay. Now these are some of the attributes that we have created. That's good. So let us see what are the different techniques and why we need to select these attributes. What is our main motto and all this. Okay. I'm just deleting this. Okay, let this module be here. I'll scan one more time. See, when input which folder if your module has to be created, you have to do a scan from that folder. If I want my module to be created in this folder standard module, then I have to do a scan on that modules folder. Okay, right now I want my modules to be created in the demo webshop folder, so that is the reason I am selecting the demo webshop and then doing a shift right click scan html. Now it listed out all the applications. Among this, Chrome is the one that I want to select, so double click on Chrome. Okay, so now we are in the advanced view only. Similarly, we just saw the advanced view select on screen, right? What is this basic view is? Click on the basic. So here in the basic view, by default that select on screen button is enabled. Okay. Like the last time you went and you clicked on it explicitly. So here it is not there. It is defaultly available. See, when I'm mouse hovering on the same button, see the same link. See, shopping cart, wish list, search, view, all this. Okay, this is only difference in this is small in size. Okay, compared to the advanced view window. And if you want to go back to your advanced view again, here there is an option advanced. If you click on it, you will be in the advanced view. So now if you observe, now I am just pulling this particular arrow to the extreme left. See, these are the controls which we selected. So only these are listed out here. Okay, and the other view is the condensed view. If you click on this condensed, this is the totally minimized view, you can see it. See, it is somewhere here in this corner. Okay, and the same way again, newsletter, email, subscribe. By default, the select on screen is enabled for this as well. Okay, all you need to do is just use it. Excellent, good, and radio buttons. Okay, and just vote button. All this. See, jewelry, gift card. So all this. Once done, click on the review items or the advanced review, whatever you want. Okay, either you will have review or else you will have advanced. Okay, so then again you will come back to the screen. And if you don't want any control, like you accidentally selected a control, then again click on this marked button. So see, now it is gone. See, 4 is gone. So if you unmark it, automatically it will go off from this screen because we did not select. So this is all about this screen. Okay. And if you want to complete the scanning and if you want to save this module, save finish screen, or else you can save it from here as well and close it, or else you can directly say finish screen. That means it says like you have completed this scanning of this particular screen. Okay, and you can either click on this close button or else you can directly click on this close button also. Both of them are same. Okay, so when now let us try doing this. I'll say save, and this time I am closing it from here. Okay, so see now the second demo workshop module has been created with all our controls. So this is how we create modules, and these are the different engine topics. Any questions, any doubts till this point? Okay, so I'm deleting all of this now. Okay, because these are the randomly created ones. No, those are my sticky keys, don't worry. Okay, so I deleted. So how do we delete it? Just press on the delete button on your keyboard. Select the module and press on delete button on your keyboard. So it will be deleted. That's all. And if you accidentally delete or do something, then we have an undo option also here. All you need to do is Control Z. See, they are back again. And redo, Control Y. The shortcuts are the same. Control Z, Control Y, Control X, Control C, Control V. All this for copy paste, Control C and Control V. And for cut paste, Control X and Control V. And for undo, Control Z. For redo, Control Y. All these shortcuts are same as in our word pages, panes and all. Okay, there is no much difference. Yeah. So this is all about the XScan window for now. Okay, I want to stop it here because tomorrow let us see what are the different ways. How do we identify our controls and all. Okay, I don't want to take it too much for you. Any other questions? Any doubts? No? Okay, fine, perfect. Please try to explore. Please complete installations if you did not do that. Okay, and also please try to complete the extension installation as well. Okay, it will not take more than 5 minutes for you. So please try to complete that and scan. Try to open the scan window and just explore over there. There are so many options, okay, still which we want to learn. But before that, also from today onwards, whenever I am talking that you want to work on demo workshop, we all know that it is a HTML page, right? So instead of loading scan application, try to do it by using a shift right click and then scan HTML directly because you know the specific engine that you want. Only if it is a demo, only if it is a desktop application, then let us go for the scan application, or else let us use only Shift right click scan HTML. Okay, don't forget that because this option is only used by real time people. Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.